Hey guys, ExtremeAzure here with yet another video for you, and today we're going to be looking at one of the brand new features of the update that Nintendo just released for their Wii U system. And it's a really cool feature that allows you to finally pull Wii games down to the gamepad when you enter Wii mode. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this brand new feature, just to see if it's really worth all the hype or if it's just a waste of time. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. As you know, before this update, every time the Wii U system went into Wii mode, the gamepad would automatically shut off, and you could not access it even if you turned on the power button. You could only use the TV control functions. But now with this brand new update, you can now pull the Wii games right straight down to the gamepad and use it as a separate screen. As you can see here, this is the Wii menu displaying on the 6.2-inch LCD touchscreen of the gamepad, and it completely mirrors that of the TV screen, which you can see right there in the background. Sorry about the glare. You're going back down to the gamepad, alright? So I've noticed that even though on the TV screen it's outputting at a 1080p signal, Wii games do seem to look just a little bit better here on the gamepad screen versus on the TV screen. And I'm guessing because, remember, Wii games are standard definition and the Wii U doesn't exactly upscale them to a high definition format. So the fact that they are of standard definition, displaying them on the small screen brings the already limited pixels closer together, which makes for a better quality picture, give it more or less. So we're just going to test it out with one game, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. Alright, let's start. Alright, so here we are playing the game right here on the gamepad. And this is Flash Hill Zone Act 1 of Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. Alright, now, my camera seems to be lagging a little bit, but I'm telling you, there is virtually no lag here on the gamepad screen at all. I'm just gonna pan out for you. I'm gonna pan out for you and see what it looks like on both screens. You see that's there on the TV screen, and that's it on the gamepad screen. You see these are both completely mirrored images. Now once again, like, the camera is lagging just a little bit, but seeing it in real time, it looks phenomenally well and almost identical. I could say that the colors on the TV screen are a little bit darker versus the gamepad screen, but the gamepad screen does seem to have a lot more smoother image than the TV screen, which is a little bit more pixelated and more outlined. We're going to go ahead and finish up the stage right now. And now just a bit. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so the video quality, once again, is actually not too bad at all. You can hear it on the gamepad screen. It's been a while since I actually played the game. Alright, we're finished. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and test out another game, which is Jett Rocket, developed by Shin'en Multimedia. So let's get started on that one. Alright, so here we are now playing Jett Rocket, which was once again developed by Shin'en Multimedia. This is it running on the gamepad screen, and that's it right there up top running on the TV screen. And just like in Sonic 4, I must say that the gamepad screen does a little bit of a better job in the video quality because it looks a whole lot more pixelated on the bigger screen than it does here on the gamepad screen. The gamepad screen offers a much smoother image, and once again that's due to the reduced screen size that the gamepad has. It brings the limited pixels closer together, so they look a lot more better on a smaller screen than it looks on the bigger screen. And even though my TV screen isn't that big, it's only about 23 inches, so it's not big at all. Just reduction down to 6.2 inches is well enough to make the games look a little bit more smoother, a little bit more crisper. Even though the colors do pop on the TV screen a little bit more, I do like the smoothness of the gamepad screen a whole lot better. Alright, so I'm not going to go into an actual stage here, I just wanted to just do one more video test. So we're going to just back out to the Wii menu right now. So at this point you're probably wondering, how exactly is this possible? Are you still controlling the game through the TV? Well, actually no. Just like in off TV mode on Wii U games, the gamepad, when you pull the game down to the gamepad, it's completely independent of the TV screen. So I'm just going to turn the TV off for a second. As you can see now, the TV is now completely off right there, but we're still getting a signal. Of course, still getting a signal on the gamepad screen. So let me just focus in there. Alright, and I can still navigate through the Wii menu right here on the gamepad screen. So how exactly is this possible? Well, that's because the gamepad actually has a built-in sensor bar right at the top where the webcam is. As you see, you can see two little dots on the right and the left sides, and that is of course the light from the sensor bar. And if we just pan up top here, you can see there are a few lights coming out of the sensor bar as well. Now, the Wii Remote operates through infrared signals, and that is an infrared receiver right there. So the gamepad has a built-in infrared receiver which allows me to still continue to navigate right here on the gamepad screen as if this was a TV. Now, unfortunately, this is as far as it goes. While you can use the gamepad as a TV screen in Wii mode and control your games just as you would on a regular TV, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot play Wii games on the gamepad using just the gamepad itself. You still need a Wii Remote, a nunchuck, and a Wii wheel, etc. to play these Wii games. See, I'm going to just tap the A button right here on the gamepad. It says Wii software cannot be controlled with the Wii U Gamepad. Using the analog sticks, it's the same thing. No matter which button you press, it's not going to register. So the face buttons are completely unusable. This is only a TV screen / sensor bar here. That's the only thing that the gamepad offers when in Wii mode with this brand new update. Now there are a few games, of course, that use like the classic controller. Games like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, for instance, come to mind. That uses the classic controller. But unfortunately, Nintendo has not allowed the signal to be transferred to the gamepad where the face buttons can emulate as a classic controller. So that's an unfortunate turn of events. So you cannot play Wii games on the gamepad with the gamepad's controls. You will still need with the Wii controls, be it the Wii Remote, the nunchuck, classic controller, Wii wheel, stuff like that. So, what exactly use does this have if you can't control it with the gamepad? Well, it still does have a good use. Even though it's a really small screen compared to an average TV screen, it still offers a really good view. As long as you have the stand for it, you can just put it up like how we have here on a table. You can put it up on the table and just display it right in front of you. And of course, you can still plug in your headphones or your external speakers and continue playing even when the TV is in use. Now, I definitely wouldn't recommend playing something like Wii Sports or Skyward Sword with this smaller screen. And any multiplayer game or any heavily motion control game, I really wouldn't recommend because of the smaller screen size. You could probably get away with multiplayer on a game like Brawl, because you're sharing one screen. Anyway, it's not a split screen. But even so, the reduced screen size is going to make for a really, really tight space between you and the other player or players. So I really would recommend that you only use this with games that require little to no motion control, like Sonic Colors, Mario Galaxy, Rayman Origins, games like that. Not games like Just Dance or Wii Sports or Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess or Mario Kart that require you to move the controller around. Even though it's still possible, it's not impossible. It's still possible to play the motion controls, but it really probably wouldn't be like that good because of the reduced screen size. You really need to be able to stand up so you can have some moving space, and trying to look at that tiny screen while you're standing up, waving the controller around. It's probably not going to be very, very good. Probably you can get away with it with a game like Mario Kart, which uses the Wii wheel. That probably might not be too bad. And like Shaun White snowboarding, it doesn't require too much motion there. It's motion control, but it doesn't require too much motion. You could probably get away with that with games such as that. Alright, so basically I would say that Nintendo did a pretty good job. Because I was really, it was really a pet peeve to me that they didn't allow this at first. And when they did make mention of it, I never thought they'd bring the feature, but I'm glad that they brought the feature. It does suck that games that are classic controller compatible cannot be played using the gamepad's controls, but it's still good that you can still just pull the game down to the gamepad and continue playing even when someone is playing on the TV. Alright, so if you have a decent Wii software library with games that require little to no motion controls, I would definitely recommend that you give this feature a try, as not only does the video quality look slightly better, it also just has that convenience, just like the off TV play when playing full Wii U games. Alright guys, well that's it for me here. I thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a great time. Keep on gaming, and I will see you later. Hasta la vista.